Welcome back to A Moment in History. I'm Seth Udinsky. In 1881, an American Civil War veteran took the oath of office to serve as the president of the reunified United States of America. Now, he was a celebrated politician and a successful military commander for the victorious Union Army. And as such, many Americans were hoping for a break from the relative political silliness that occurred under the President Grant administration and the somewhat disappointing tenure of his successor, Rutherford B. Hayes. This candidate had a lot of potential, but his time in office lasted less than a year before he was shockingly killed in office. He was the 20th man to serve as Commander-in-Chief of the United States, President James Garfield. So Garfield's political career was sandwiched around his time in the military. He was an Ohioan who entered the state Senate in 1859. Not long after, he joined the Union cause in the Civil War and won an important victory in 1862 to keep the Union morale up. Now, while serving, Garfield, like his predecessor, was elected to national politics. Now, unlike Hayes, who waited until after the war to enter the political sphere, Garfield, at the encouragement of President Lincoln, by the way, who really needed political support in the North, retired from combat and joined the House of Representatives as a prominent Republican. Now, Garfield was a popular House member, and he spent nearly 2 decades in Congress before running on the Republican ticket in the 1880 presidential election. He won narrowly over Democrat Winfield Scott Hancock. Now, Garfield was an effective politician and equally effective in the White House, even going after some of that political corruptness that we've talked about earlier was sadly widespread in Gilded Age American politics. Garfield remains a big historical what-if, though, as he only served in office for about 7 months. In the summer of 1881, Garfield was shot and wounded. Now, he was not killed immediately, and some began even to think that he would make a full recovery, but the lodged bullet caused an infection from which he could not recover. So in September of 1881, Garfield passed away, becoming the second in American history to be assassinated while in office, after Lincoln, of course. He was replaced by his running mate, Chester A. Arthur. Thanks so much for joining me once again for A Moment in History.